What is poppin', everybody? All right, go ahead. Game actually started. I feel like it's been so long since I set up and had like a regular, um, just chatting stream with folks. Um, the timing, uh, plus the name of today's stream might run a little suspicious to anyone out there with a keen eye. You know, so we're talking about things, and the thing that everybody in the world is talking about is Spider-Man: No Way Home. We're going to be talking about Spider-Man: No Way Home. However, I have no intention to really spoil anything that happened in the movie, but I will not be policing chat. So, if anybody spoils anything in the movie, from the movie in the chat, oh well, I guess. I'm not really gonna be. I'm not gonna be on top of that because really, um, you can't ruin my viewing experience of the movie because I've already viewed the movie and had my experience. I will ask you to consider not doing that, but again, nothing I can do. But trust that I will not be spoiling anything from the film. What we are going to be doing today, though, is we're going to be ranking everything from the MCU. This better be the screen I want it to be. I'm at the bottom. When did that happen? If anyone spoils No Way Home, I won't be doing it, but just be careful. Be wary of chat. Where is me? That's not me. That's not me either. Where's me? Yo! There I am. Okay. I'm over here now. So, very mild, brief spoiler for the film. Nothing significant. We now have to consider other things to be MCU canon. But that's also because of Hawkeye. So, yeah, we're ranking everything that's ever come out in the MCU from Iron Man 1 up to Spider-Man No Way Home / Hawkeye, because while the films for the MCU for 2021 are done, there's still one episode of Hawkeye left to come out. So that's what we're gonna be. That's what we're gonna be concerned about. Let me just run this up real quick. As of Hawkeye episode 5, Daredevil, yeah. Kingpin was shown off. Kingpin was shown off, which means that Daredevil is canon, which means that everything else from Netflix is canon. So there's a lot more to consider here. Now, I should add a new tier, shouldn't I? I made this chart, actually. That's what I was doing earlier today. So I made this chart. If we're being totally honest, the only Netflix shows that I have actually seen start to finish as far as Marvel is concerned are Daredevil and The Punisher. Defenders I barely count because it's only 8 episodes. But I watched Daredevil and The Punisher all the way through. But I didn't really watch a whole lot of Luke Cage or Jessica Jones. I watched one season of Iron Fist and hated it. So I'm gonna be placing those shows on the chart based on what I did watch. This seems to be in alphabetical order, so that's how we're gonna tackle this. Agents of Shield. Oh, my back. My spine, bro. Don't do squats. Do not do squats. The Sonic trailer, hell yeah. Sonic trailer was great. But Agents of Shield, I also didn't finish. I watched season 1 of that. No, the first 2 seasons. And I thought it was really lame. So we're gonna go ahead and put Agents of Shield, based on what I saw, squarely in C. Right? I hear it gets better, but I also hear it gets even worse. Yo, what's good? The president is in my TikTok live. What's up? Anyway, next up we have Ant-Man and the Wasp. That does not seem to be alphabetical, but Ant-Man and the Wasp, right, is like interesting because it's not particularly good, but it is entertaining, and that's what you could say about a lot of Marvel movies. Like, I just recently watched The Amazing Spider-Man 2 the other night for the first time in my life. I don't think it's good, but I had a good time watching it because it's just entertaining. Yo, what's up? If you're popping into the TikTok live, do me a favor, share that joint. Share it with your friends that like Marvel, because that's what we're talking about here today. Like many others had the worst year and a half with Paris Divorce. Yeah. I was very excited to see Knuckles. Knuckles is my favorite Sonic character. He's my favorite Sonic character of all time, and he always has been. Ever since I started playing Sonic 3, and 10 seconds into that game, Knuckles punches you in the face and takes your Chaos Emeralds. I was like, oh shit, this guy's cool. But I don't think that Amazing Spider-Man 2 was good, but I had a lot of fun watching it. So if it was on here, I'd probably put it around B, just because I had a good time. But Ant-Man and the Wasp has such a lame script, and they try to be self-aware about it by like calling out how much they say the word quantum, but that doesn't make up for the fact that they just say the word quantum over and over again. But it does have good effects. Paul Rudd's great. I love Evangeline Lilly. Lawrence Fishburne is good in everything he's in, so I can't say that this movie's terrible, so I'll put it at B. Silver, Emmy, and Knuckles are your... Yeah. Yo, I love Silver as well. My top three are probably Knuckles, Tails, and Silver. I have a lot of memories of Sonic 2 playing as Tails. Just coming in, saving my brother every so often. That's how that worked. That's what we did. If I were to extend it to 5, I would probably put... Then I'd put Sonic, and then... I mean, Shadow. Come on. You gotta put Shadow, right? You ever make a splash like Pippin? Shit, that's nothing. Anyway. Shadow's a classic. I thought Daredevil, Winter Soldier, No Way Home. I mean, come on. They're Daredevil, No Way Home, and Winter Soldier. They have to have their own categories. They stand... Daredevil is peak Netflix show. Not even just Marvel Netflix. Peak Netflix. I've never seen anything on Netflix that I said is better than Daredevil. And let's just get that out of the way now. Let's just get that out of the way now. Boom. Boom. Those three already handled. We're good. We're good. Anyway, the first Ant-Man I actually think is really solid. It suffers from the same thing that a lot of MCU movies suffer from, which is an underdeveloped primary antagonist. Yellow Jacket, just not a great villain, and he holds the movie back. So unfortunately, even though it's better than Ant-Man and the Wasp, it's still just a B. It has a lot of things working for it, and it could be higher, but it's not. The first Avengers movie, I think, has a lot of flaws. Shang-Chi is an A tier. We'll get to it. The first Avengers film has some flaws. It's shot weird. Some of the dialogue is really awkward. But I love a movie that deals with a team and it gives them the correct first villain. Because the reason that the Avengers were formed is because Loki put a spell on the Hulk and turned him berserk. And then Thor, Iron Man, Ant-Man, and the Wasp came together to stop the Hulk. They realized Loki was behind it and they stopped Loki. So Loki was the first ever villain that the Avengers fought. Loki was the first villain in the Avengers movie. So I have to give that film respect for getting that aspect of it right. Yo, what's up everybody that's popping into the TikTok? Go ahead and send me some likes if that's what you want to do. Share this video around with some folks. Video this live. We're having fun here. We're having fun. We're talking about Marvel. Early MCU, so obviously things are gonna be sort of off. Yeah, like it's not perfect, but it's very enjoyable. All of the performances are peak. Joss Whedon's problematic, that we know now. But I like the movie, so I think it's good enough to be A tier, right? Now it's not a high A. It's definitely not a high A. It's like B plus A minus tier. But no, I'm not gonna buy you Robux. But it is. It's not the worst of the Avengers films. We'll get to the. We're getting to that one right now, actually. Avengers: Age of Ultron. Holy shit! Everything that I didn't like about the first Avengers movie got dialed way up in this one. Avengers: Age of Ultron sucks in almost every aspect. What am I playing? We're actually just ranking all of the MCU stuff. So like the Netflix shows, the movies themselves, the Disney Plus shows. You can come over to Twitch and watch me do it, or you could just like listen to me talk about it, I guess. We might play some Spider-Man later to show off the suits from No Way Home, because if you don't have the PS5 version of the Insomniac game, you can't use those suits because they only put them in the remaster. So since I have the remaster, I was gonna show off the suits for anybody that wanted to see them. Age of Ultron sucks, dude. Ultron himself sucks. His plan is stupid. They wasted Quicksilver. Scarlet Witch has like shit to do in the movie. They reused a plot element from the first movie and having to fight the Hulk to contain him because he got taken over by the Mind Stone. It's also shot super weird. There's this weird like filter over it that washes out all the colors, but like not even in an artistically like interesting way. It's just lame, bro. There's not shit I like about Age of Ultron, except for the post-credit scene of Thanos going, "I'll do it myself." So, Avengers: Age of Ultron is our first D tier movie. Infinity War. Infinity War is such a good movie. Best part of AOU is Rody. Boom, look for this. Infinity War is perfectly written, perfectly acted, perfectly edited, perfectly paced, great CGI. Thanos is a great villain. The character selections, because you know the characters are pretty much split up for most of the movie. What characters are where at what points, really well done as well. There's honestly, Infinity War is an easy S tier. Like that's not even hard to decide, bro. Age of Ultron. What's happening to me? Infinity War, easy S. Endgame. If we're being honest, Endgame would have been a much better movie without a villain. If Thanos was killed at the beginning of Avengers Endgame, and then that was it for him, he doesn't come back, he's just dead now, it would have been better, because the new version of Thanos that they have in this movie is undercooked, he's underdeveloped, he's not nearly as interesting as he was in Infinity War. It's cool watching Captain America lift Thor's hammer and stuff like that, and it's cool watching all like the actual Infinity War going on between all these heroes and all of Thanos' forces, but it's just like, I don't know. It felt like white noise, like a dumbed down ending to the film to keep children entertained, right? To keep our nerd brains entertained. What we had was a compelling story of the Avengers actually having to avenge something for the first time. Having to avenge everybody that they lost at the end of the last movie. But all of that kind of got thrown away for the sake of having this overextended, drawn-out CGI battle that lasts for about 45 minutes. And is becoming less and less interesting to me the more that I watch the film as time has gone on. I don't hate Endgame at all. I just don't think it needed to have that much action in it towards the end. I understand we needed to have Avengers Assemble. We needed to see Cap lift the hammer, stuff like that. Tony needed to die at some point. But I don't know. I think if they had spent longer, if it wasn't a year after Infinity War, like if it was coming out next year and they had more time to workshop it, I think it could have come out a lot better. So we're gonna put Endgame. We're gonna put Endgame at A. I think that's fair because I enjoy everything about Endgame until Thanos shows up again. which is like 2 hours 15 minutes into the movie. Sick of people complaining about Steve deciding. Yeah, I think if a hero does what they do for a really long time and they save the world over and over again, and they've sacrificed huge aspects of their life, like Spider-Man, Captain America, Iron Man, characters like that, and they want to retire, they're entitled to retire. They should be allowed to go home and get that life that they missed out on. Black Panther. I've gone up and down on this movie a lot since it came out. I think as a cultural phenomenon, or like it blowing up the way that it did, kind of hurt the film because it's not exactly the best written thing you'll ever see. The CGI is really bad, but the character motivations and the performances make and carry this film. So overall, there's a lot that I'm willing to forgive. Even though I hate the use of vibranium in the movie, Honestly Bumblebee. I have not seen Bumblebee yet, but I need to because my girlfriend's in that movie. And then, of course, rest in peace to the king. Chadwick Boseman passed away last year. It still doesn't feel real. I still get very emotional about it sometimes because it's just like, it came so out of nowhere. You know, none of us knew he was sick. He kept that secret from all of his fans. Disney probably knew, but none of us did. But yeah, we definitely, who's contacting me? Definitely R.I.P. the GOAT, the King, the Panther. Black Panther, a lot of fun to watch, very entertaining, very inspiring, very moving. Michael B. Jordan's great in it, Chadwick Boseman's great in it, Angela Bassett, Lupita Nyong'o. And also gets to be A tier. Do I like it more than I like Endgame? We'll put it behind Endgame for now. Black Widow, D. I don't even really feel like getting into Black Widow as to why I don't like it that much, bro. An art form to get through Black Panther without bawling my eyes out every time. It's an Olympic level sport. I'm not gonna lie to you. Watching Black Panther without crying, Olympic level sport. Black Widow sucks, bro. I don't even feel like getting too into why I don't like Black Widow. If you've seen it and you like it, that's great. I'm not gonna tell this. My list, my rankings of these projects, don't got shit to do with yours. Okay, you can disagree, agree, whatever. You can make your own. This is publicly available. I made this. I published it. You can do it. But goddamn, I hate Black Widow. That's not true. I don't hate Black Widow. They're all at least a little entertaining. But Black Widow's really fucking boring, bro. Holy shit. Captain America: The First Avenger. Really entertaining movie. Red Skull, classic, iconic villain. He does a great job. Haley Atwell walked into my life as Peggy Carter in that movie, and I've loved her ever since. I do think that it... Because the thing about the MCU, it's a strange beast, right? You have these crossover movies like the Avengers and Civil War and stuff like that, and they're all very satisfying to watch. You love seeing all these characters on screen interacting together. But the thing that sucks about that is the same thing that happens with the Arrowverse. Once those characters go home, it's like there's a limit as to what they can do. If they don't interact with the other characters in their own stories, it feels like, what's the point of them being in the MCU? Like in Iron Man 3, if the president of the United States gets captured, why are you not calling Captain America? Thor, why are you not calling Tony Stark to help you sort out all this convergence stuff? Winter Soldier, I understand why Steve didn't call anybody. He didn't know who he could trust, right? But like, Spider-Man dares to interact with another superhero, not even by choice. Iron Man bullies his way into Spider-Man's story, and everybody complains. He relies on other heroes too much, blah, blah, blah. He's part of a universe full of other characters. This is what happens in the comics. But the thing with comics is that, like, they come out once a month. You know, if you don't like this month's issue where he teams up with Wolverine, then next month, Wolverine's gone, and you can forget that it happened. But these movies come out once every few years. If you didn't like it, oh well, you have to wait. Right? and you have to live with that taste in your mouth until the next one comes out. And that's the difference, right? So you have these characters, if they don't interact with the others, what's the point of them being in the universe? If they do interact with the others too much, why is everything a crossover? That's what sucks about the movies compared to the comics. Because, like, Spider-Man can have 5 books running. You know, he can have... Your Wi-Fi sucks? I feel you. Spider-Man can have amazing, spectacular, sensational, avenging, and superior running at the same time, right? All different things going on. But the movies don't do that. So if you don't enjoy the avenging Spider-Man because you don't like watching Spider-Man work with other people, read superior or amazing. You know, that's how that works. But we don't have that in movies. All that is to say that the first Avenger kind of sucks in a way that is unique to it because it's called the first Avenger, and there's just nothing about the Avengers in it till it's over. So, all that being said, we'll put that as a mid-A because I do still really enjoy the film, but it suffers. It suffers in some places. Civil War, though, easy S. Equal to Infinity War, in my opinion. They had so much to do in that movie, so much to accomplish. You know, including, like, introducing Black Panther and Spider-Man, doing the Civil War story itself in a convincing way, still trying to set things up in a way that could lead to Thanos properly, dealing with the events of previous films in a significant way, doing what Batman vs. Superman did, but better. Very busy film, does it all perfectly, paced perfectly, shot, written, acted, directed beautifully. No complaints here, the Russo brothers are geniuses. I have to burp. Captain Marvel. You might be noticing a trend. My thing is, for some reason, when it comes to female-led superheroes, and this is true across Black Widow, Wonder Woman in 1984, and Captain Marvel. I have not seen Birds of Prey, and I don't think that the first Wonder Woman movie suffers from this. But in these movies, it seems to be... Wheeljack is the best Autobot. Might be. Just might be. It seems that in female-led superhero movies, it's hard to write the lead character in a way where she doesn't come off as, like, a misandrist. Does that make sense? Because, like, in modern male-led superhero movies, like, if you watch a Captain America film, they're not making fun of women. They're not calling women stupid. But if you watch Captain Marvel or Black Widow, they call men stupid a lot. That's like half of the jokes in these movies. Star Wars: The Last Jedi is the same way, just making fun of men as like the crux of the humor. And I don't get that. I don't think it's funny. I don't get how it's writing, but it just works because it's not at the expense of women, so it's totally fine. Whatever. It's strange to me. And then, like, if you have a male-led superhero project, sometimes the females in those projects are written so poorly that it's like, I get that you don't want them to be damsels in distress, but you went a little too far this way instead. But, I mean, that's just kind of how... I have a lot of air in my chest, if you couldn't tell. I feel like I'm getting sick, but I really don't want to be sick right now. Anyway, moving on from Captain Marvel, Defenders. Defenders is even worse than Captain Marvel. Holy shit, Defenders sucks. Defenders is so bad. Everything that went wrong over the course of Defenders, female-led superheroes can be done well if they don't make it a main part of her personality. Like, when it comes to, like, female-led movies in genres that are typically male-led, like female spy movies, the female Ghostbusters, female superheroes, stuff like that, it's like they're trying to affirm something that was never denied from them. Wonder Woman has been around since, like, the 40s, right? Nobody is saying women can't be superheroes, but what you're saying when you put these movies out is women can be superheroes too, right? And I look at that and I see it and I'm like, but I never said you couldn't. But when I'm watching your film, you're trying for 2.5 hours to prove to me that a woman can be a superhero too, that a woman can be a Ghostbuster, that a woman can be a spy. I get that. I didn't say she couldn't. What's your movie about? Is that all there is? I'm not interested. Like, if I were to go watch the 355, like, okay, Kingsman comes out next week. Spy movie that I'm really looking forward to. The 355 comes out in January. female-led spy movie that seems to be advertising itself as nothing more than a female-led spy movie. Ocean's 8 didn't do well. Widows did. Because there was more to it. It had substance beyond just being about women. It's like if I were to meet a feminist and everything that if I went to lunch to talk to a feminist and the entire time she's just talking about how stupid she thinks men are and how much she hates men and how women can do all the same things that men can do, I would leave that exchange feeling like I wasted my life. Because it's like, what did I gain from listening to you talk? What do you gain from watching Female Ghostbusters? What do you get from watching the 355? What do you gain from watching Red Sparrow? Stuff like that. You waste all this time trying to convince, you're holding my hand screaming at me like, I can do this too. Women can do this too. And I'm like, I know. But do what? Women can do what? What are you doing in the movie? Oh, you're making fun of men the whole time. Okay. that's all you're doing. That's fine. That's fine. Doctor Strange. S tier for me. I loved the character ever since I saw the episode of the Spider-Man animated series where he showed up. I found him very interesting. I've read a lot about him. I've played as him in Marvel vs. Capcom. He was my main for a while. Very excited when he got cast as when Benedict Cumberbatch was cast as him. I've been looking forward to the second Doctor Strange movie coming out for a long time. This will be the first time in MCU history that there are 6 years in between a character getting a second solo film. Right, like real feminists are just like, hey, like, I just want to be respected, right? But like rad femmes, I'm good. Third wave feminism, is that what it's called? I think Doctor Strange was very well written, had great effects, great music, great editing, just a whole bunch of good stuff going for it. I loved it a lot. Eternals. We'll put Eternals in C. I'm not gonna like touch on the philosophical discussions of that movie because I've already made videos about that. I found it to be dreadfully boring though, for the most part. And then the big twist just didn't work for me because I saw it coming from a mile away. And it's like, oh, there's so much good character development in this movie. Literally, the only characters that are developed are Cersei, a little bit of Icarus, a little bit of Kingo, and like, that's really it. Like, tell me something about Gilgamesh or Thena outside of their connection to each other. Like, whatever. I didn't think Eternals was all that good. If you liked it, that's fine. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I'm gonna put at high B. Falcon and the Winter Soldier is frustrating in a unique way because Captain America is a huge character and is a huge mantle. Star Fox, yes, he is Thanos' brother. The thing about Thanos is that he is an Eternal that was born with a deviant gene. But that doesn't make sense in the movies because the Eternals aren't born, they're made. So, I don't know. This has traces of pre-workout in it. That's great. That's great. What am I thinking about? All right, Captain America is a big deal. His mantle is a huge one. His burden to carry is a huge one. And to see that mantle get passed down to a black man who's not even a super soldier is a huge deal. But the conversation is had in such a way that it's like they're afraid to talk about the fact that it is a black man in any sense deeper than it's a black man. Like that's the deepest thing they say about it. And it's a little annoying. I don't really think they work that well with Bucky either, because like Bucky was hanging out with that Japanese man because he killed his son and he felt bad about it. And so obviously we're gonna want to see the conversation where he tells him what happened. But no, we don't get to see it. Because why would we? You know? Zemo was great, but he kind of didn't really do much for the plot. The Flag Smashers. Okay. Marvel will do something. Will do this thing that's frustrating. They'll take a villain like Killmonger or Carly Morgenthau, a villain that has a point or like is spitting facts. They're onto something, but they don't want you to sympathize too heavily, so they'll do something that's just so heinous. Kill Lamar, kill this old lady, whatever, all this random dumb stuff, so that you'll see them as so dastardly that you just think of them as a villain. And it's dumb. I also hated that Sharon Carter was the power broker. That was stupid. I'm just like, what does this do for anybody? But whatever. I don't know. There's a lot going on in the plot, and none of it really has enough time. 6 episodes was not enough for that show. It could have gone up to 10, if we're being totally honest. But Sam's Captain America suit does look good. What is this? Anyway, can we agree that John Walker? Well, that's the thing about John Walker, right? John didn't even do anything all that bad. The government forced him to be something, and nobody liked him because he was now that thing. And I don't know, John was just used in such a strange way because he's not a bad guy. But he was thrown into something and he was very out of his league very quickly and never wanted to admit it. And him not admitting that he was out of his league, out of his depth, that he needed help, is what led to all the shit that happened with him and Lamar. If he just asked Sam and Bucky for some help, it could have gone very differently. Very differently. I do look forward to season 2 though. Hopefully it's longer. Hopefully it's written a little bit better. Guardians of the Galaxy. I'd say Guardians of the Galaxy is like a mid-A. I find it to be enjoyable. What he did was so morally reprehensible. Oh, killing that guy because he was angry? Totally. Totally. But it's the same thing. It's like, if Marvel wants you to not like somebody, that's what they do. They'll just do something super sick and twisted. So that you don't even like... So that, like, if you say that they're not such a bad person, you'll get laughed at. It's just kind of how that works. But yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy, it's funny. It's got good... Well, some of the jokes really don't land the same when you're 7 years older and you've heard them all before. But the acting's good. It's well-directed. Stylish, you know. It's entertaining. I can't really say too much about it. Guardians 2, though, I don't think is as good. It's a... I'll put it between Ferus and Ant-Man. I don't know. I think that movie's a little too busy being eyed for Sonic 3. I feel bad for Chris Pratt because he gets a lot of hate for stuff that is just like either not true or blown way out of proportion. Now I'm not gonna say that I know the guy. I can't speak to whether or not he's a good person, but Christians in Hollywood get attacked a lot, so I don't know. It's whatever. But it's also just like in live action, he's good for like the charming action boy. You know what I mean? Like that's just what he plays now. Jurassic World, Tomorrow War, Guardians of the Galaxy. That's what he does in live action. And in the studio, he voices funny people that are kind of loserish. Why is he Mario? Couldn't tell you. Garfield, I feel like he's gonna be pretty good as Garfield. The Grinch, we'll see. I mean, Benedict Cumberbatch did, and he wasn't very good at it, so whatever. But Guardians 2, I don't know. It's kind of boring. I don't find Guardians 2 to be all that entertaining compared to the first one, at least. People are contacting me. Anyway, now we're on Hawkeye. Hawkeye, so far, is my favorite Disney Plus show. So I'm going to put it at mid A as well. I'm enjoying the pacing. I am concerned that there's too many balls in the air for the season finale to continue to juggle them properly. I'm expecting a cliffhanger. But you have Black Widow, you have Daredevil, you have Kate, you have Clinton trying to get home for his family for Christmas, all that stuff. There's a lot going on, and I do kind of wish that the first episode had been paced faster. Like if Clint and Kate had met each other quicker, then we could be. I don't know. I wouldn't feel so nervous for the season finale. Like, I've enjoyed the pacing so far. I do enjoy all the stuff that's going on with the characters. I just want it to move a little bit more smoothly. That's all. I'm not saying that I don't think it's going to be good or anything. Because like I said, I expect a season 2. But, you already know. I'm rocking with it. I love the Kingpin reveal. It's great. Incredible Hulk. Actually not that bad. I think it gets a little bit too much hate. That being said, I haven't really seen the movie in like 10 years. So I don't know. But I don't remember it being that bad. Iron Fist. Dog shit. For the same reasons that Defenders was dog shit. Danny Rand himself. Terrible. Iron Fist is easily the worst part of his own fucking show. Iron Man, high S. I just recently watched it a couple months ago. It still holds up. There's scenes that I didn't even realize were CGI. I was like, oh shit, that's not even real. Great start to the MCU. Beginning of Robert Downey Jr.'s amazing redemption arc. Phenomenal film. Unfortunately, that brings us to Iron Man 2, which is a C. And this is where we start getting into what I was talking about. Being cursed to be a part of the MCU. Iron Man 2 could have been a good... It could have been a story about Tony, like, facing his own mortality after feeling invincible since he became Iron Man. Learning about the darker past of his father, the truth about his father in multiple ways, and having to rebuild himself. That's what Iron Man 2 could have been about. And then sure, you can throw in Justin Hammer and War Machine if that's what you want to do. Doesn't really matter. I mean, you had to put War Machine in it. Come on, I get it, but like, it's all of the Black Widow, Samuel L. Jackson Avengers shit was such a waste of time. The movie already had a lot going on. All of the Avengers commercial shit that was going on in it dragged it way down. It made it so much worse than it ever needed to be. It could have been such a solid film, but it's just so busy. And that's one of the things about being part of the MCU. It's a toss-up. It's either helped by the fact that it's part of the MCU or it's hurt by it. And Iron Man 2 was hurt by it. Iron Man 3. Going in Iron Man 3 tier. Here's a spoiler. Iron Man 3 is not the only movie that's going in the Iron Man 3 tier. Jessica Jones, I think, is okay. I only watched a little bit of season 1, but I love David Tennant. Don Cheadle, true. I love David Tennant, so anything he's in can't be that bad, right? Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. Do I have anything I can? Hopefully I sound better. I don't think I sound any better. Anyway. Loki. I also thought Loki was just okay. My thing about Loki, 6 episodes. Each episode is an hour. The 2nd and 5th episode are totally filler. Those episodes don't do anything for the plot whatsoever, and it's so frustrating. You completely botched your LGBT representation. You had 2 separate COVID tests. Got another Christmas break. Nice. Not nice about having to take 2 separate COVID tests. Hopefully those come back negative. Um, they botched their LGBT representation of Loki horribly. Um, I don't even when you're watching Loki, you're watching it and you're just like, what about Loki makes him a match for this type of story? What about this story makes it a good match for Loki? What you need to do when you're building a superhero story, especially a show that's going to be long form, because each of these Disney Plus shows is the length of like 2.5 movies. First one came back negative. Hopefully the second one should be negative too then. But what you need to do is understand the character that you're working with first and foremost and craft a story that is suited to them. That's where some of the MCU Spider-Man films struggle is like Far From Home didn't need to be about Spider-Man. It could have been any young hero, but you know. I still love Far From Home. It's still my second favorite live action Spider-Man film behind No Way Home. But Loki, there's just nothing. When I was watching it, I got no sense that it was about Loki, the god of mischief. It's a show about time travel and multiverse and shit. What does that have to do with Loki? Like, what? Anyway, Luke Cage wasn't really too interested, but he made a good impact on Jessica Jones, so I'll put him right next to her. Shang-Chi in The Legend of the Ten Rings. That's my S tier ranking right there. Oh yeah, yeah. Mexican Spider-Man showed up and causing problems. I love Miguel O'Hara. He's probably my favorite Spider-Man. Maybe it's Kane Parker. I kind of go back and forth. But I'm very excited to see him have a larger role in this next film that comes out in a year. Holy shit. Also, it's part 1. Anyway. But yeah, what the? I got mucus on my shirt. That's fantastic. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, beautiful film, great story about family, wonderful representation for Asian people in superhero films. My Simu Liu, though the main actor in the film, has voiced a concern that this movie could perpetuate this misconception that Asian people can only lead films that are about martial arts, which I hope that's not what ends up happening from that. But I mean, the character is martial arts centered, so I mean, I understand where he's coming from with that. But I loved everything about this movie. All the Marvel movies that I like have things in common: great acting, great direction, great music, great effects, stuff like that. I can't keep saying the same shit for every movie, so let's move on. Spider-Man: Homecoming. We'll put it in between Hawkeye and Guardians of the Galaxy. I actually had to watch this movie a couple times to decide that I enjoyed it overall. I felt like there were some things working against it, and one of those things is being part of the greater MCU. Is what, yeah, it's exactly what people were hoping that Mulan would end up being, but it just wasn't. But being part of the greater MCU hurt the movie. But the Vulture was great, Peter was great, and Ned was great. There was just a lot of good stuff going on in the movie, so I can't hate it. Spider-Man: Far From Home. I don't want there to be too many things in my S rank. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't want it to be like that. But that's just how it is, okay? Okay? Damn. Anyway, The Punisher. The thing about The Punisher is that season 2 is not great. But season 2 of Daredevil is also not great. For much of the same reasons. But Daredevil got that third season that redeemed it. Season 3 is the best one of all three. Punisher didn't get that though. But I'm sure that if it did, it would have been just as good as Daredevil season 3. But I think Punisher season 1 is as good as Daredevil season 3. So, you know. VOG, FYI. I don't know what that means. All right, next up we have the Thor trilogy. Thor 1, I would say, is low A. It's actually my favorite of the Thor movies, if we're being totally honest. Mad at peak dumbassery, yeah. Yeah. I've been dreading rewatching season 2 of Daredevil. I watched season 1 again, and I've just finished rewatching season 3. I don't want to do 2. Thor 1 is my favorite of the Thor movies. I think it has the greatest understanding of the Thor character. But the thing about it is that, like, once you finish telling that story of Thor becoming worthy of the power that he has as a god, what else do you do? You know? All of his character development was finished in that one movie. Thor the Dark World, going in Iron Man 3 tier. Elektra, I didn't like Elektra either. Even in Defenders, she was frustrating. And it sucks because Elektra is such a big deal in Daredevil's life that getting her right is very important. It, like, getting her wrong is the same thing as, like, getting Mary Jane wrong. Oh shit, Sam Raimi. Anyway. Thor Ragnarok. Let's put you in C, just above Iron Man 2. Thor Ragnarok is entertaining. It's dumb fun. It's a good watch. But I hate it for what it is, for what it did to the character. Because now everybody thinks that Thor is a bumbling, thundering dumbass the same way that Iron Fist was in his show. Which is not true. Thor is one of the smarter of the Avengers. The actual Ragnarok plot takes a back seat to all the Planet Hulk shit. The Planet Hulk shit wasn't even all that good. Jeff Goldblum carried the film. Kate Blanchett was barely on screen. The Warriors 3 went out like bitches. I don't know. I just didn't like it. It's also just not that funny. WandaVision. It's only a B and not lower because the intrigue that's built from the first like 3 or 4 episodes was very fascinating. But they dropped the ball harder than you could ever imagine. Wanda and Vision are not even on screen together for a third of the show. Like, after episode 5, they split up and don't see each other again until halfway through episode 9. And it's just like, bro, are you serious? Are you serious? What is you doing? But I don't know. I didn't like the ending. I didn't like that. I don't like Wanda stands, and I don't like the fact that Wanda got to hurt all those people and do what she did to all those people and just get away with it. Hold on. Anyway. And now, last but not least, we have What If. What If is another show that kind of dropped the ball in its ending. It was a great concept, held back by being part of the MCU. You know. We'll put What If at high C. Yes. That seems fair. I think the best What If episodes are from the first half, and that sucks because there's a lot more show after that. But I don't know. I didn't think that the new Ultron was all that interesting. There's a lot of Killmonger shot, and like Doctor Strange Supreme was cool, I guess, but whatever. Party Thor, not my style. But yes, these are my rankings from No Way Home all the way down to Iron Man 3. Look what we have. I think this is totally fair. And if you don't agree, oh well, that's tough. I'm gonna be right back. I need to blow my nose again. New FNAF game. I feel you. If we're being honest, that game does not look like it was ready to come out. I think it needed like 6 more months of development time, if we're being totally honest. But it looks interesting. I just don't know if I want to spend $40 on it. Because I want it for my PS5, but I don't want to buy a digital game for my PS5 because my game collection on my PS5 is very slim already. Bro. That's not a conversation I'm even close to interested in having. What do we do now? Should we play some Spider-Man now? That took a lot longer than I thought it was going to. We're at 56 minutes. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna hook up the PlayStation. We're gonna play some Spider-Man. BRB. Fuck Starscream. All my niggas hate Starscream. Oh, yeah. I'm so sorry. Okay. Stream information has been updated. Oh, lens flare over in the corner. That shit's kind of ugly. All right. So as you can see, I'm wearing what is called the integrated suit from No Way Home. Oh, no, sorry, the hybrid suit. Integrated? What the fuck is an integrated suit? What the fuck? Why did I call it that? Now, if you have your thinking cap on, then the fact that it's called the hybrid suit is a bit of a spoiler for what happens in the movie. But don't think too much about that. I don't think it looked like this in the movie, did it? Hold on. Interesting. Um, there's not a single. I did not actually shake his hand at all. There is not a single Transformer story that is enhanced by Starscream's involvement. Ow! Are you just gonna act like, all right, bro? This is shameful. This is downright. Oh shit! I mixed him. This guy's still here. He broken? Oh, he's fine. Yeah. I'm gonna try that again. That should be better, right? Deadass. This game makes me want to do bad things to myself. Yeah. Easy. First try, bro. Anyway, let's go do some more of these challenges, and then I'll fight Taskmaster for you guys. I don't know why that guy fell over. You guys want me to wear the hybrid suit or the black and gold suit? This hybrid suit looking mighty nice. I want some Wendy's. Sorry, Felicia, I have no time for you. Oh, well, I'll handle this while I'm in the area. Bop! I didn't. Sure, whatever. Oh, he's dead. It was good soda. Did you joke about French Wheeljack being named Wheeljack, and you haven't known peace since? Oh fuck, there's a bomb. I'm not doing that. That's one of the worst aspects of this game is the shitty ass puzzles. Are you dead ass? How'd they even get up here? Yo, so do you beat that Spider-Man yet? Nah, I feel you. I feel you. I wasn't even gonna watch it because, to be honest, I had never been less excited for a Spider-Man movie since like Amazing 2 was coming out. But I ended up watching it and I liked it a lot. I saw a bunch of bogeys on the radar just now. Where'd they go? Anyway. But I'm pleased to say that I was wrong. And Spider-Man No Way Home is the best Spider-Man movie ever fucking made. Wild. Bro, fuck off. Ah, I'm gonna give it a try. I mean, only if you're interested in Spider-Man. Like if you don't care about Spider-Man, then me telling you that it's the best Spider-Man movie isn't gonna change anything for you. How am I going so slow? Got like no speed. Rand Corporation. Have you heard from Betty? Because she will not speak to me. The Spider-Man just don't got time right now. Fair enough. Well, I mean, you got winter break coming up, right? Or it might have already started for you. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what type of schedules. Getting better with your dad now. You're seeing him on a weekly basis. Nice. When my parents separated, um, I did not get that weekly basis type thing because we were in different states. Because it turns out my dad offered my mom the chance to take care of me because he didn't want to deal with me. My mom turned it down because she didn't want to deal with me. So neither of my parents fucking wanted me. And it's like, I did not ask to get put on this cursed rock. But I'm here now. For a limited time. Today was the first day for Christmas break for you. I feel you. Did I get gold? I wasn't even paying attention. I hope so. I hope I got gold. Already on the way. 1,000 meters, I can get there in like 10 swings. Watch this. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't count the little web zips as swings. I don't have a right to the. Oh shit! That's how I lost my Nintendo DS as a kid. I'm like, bro, can you start doing shit? Did it? You could. Probably won't be HD. It wouldn't be HD for a while. Do I look like I need your power? Alright. Do these shitty ass drone ones? I hate these. I got fucking stuck on the fire escape. You're shitting me. I'm in the air. Standing on top of a fucking keyboard. Let's go. I got no distance on that swing for some reason. See, I understand this existing because the old Spider-Man games would have races, like the old Activision games would have fuck. They have races that you could do, like test your ability to swing through the city, and that's basically what this is. And Ultimate Spider-Man had combat tours that would test like your knowledge of how the combat works, which is what those fighting ones are. Just finished up Dressrosa. Nice. He's not as dumb as a brick. Himbo. Can't tell his left from his right. Yeah, I hated Sonic Boom Knuckles. Well, in the game, I hated him. In the show, I really liked the show, for being honest. I didn't find him to be that bad in the show. I thought he was alright. Yeah, it's kind of like the races from the old games, but it's not the same because it's not fun. Bro, hold on. I got some heat for y'all to listen to. I got some heat for y'all to listen to. Y'all about to fuck with this shit heavy. And I know you are because you're my followers. This that shit from this. The game that this is from is way before y'all's time. Like, but if you were 5 when the first Avengers movie came out, then you were not alive when this game came out. This game is from way back in the PS2 games. I think I played this shit in like 2006. What's going on in the YouTube chat? I actually don't know. I'm not looking at it. YouTube chat is just too difficult for me to corral. And as a result, I don't really care that much. Knuckles too much like Boom Knuckles. Yeah. It's like, the thing with Sonic characters is they don't really develop. And so, like, all of Knuckles' character development is pretty much done by the time 06 is out. And so, like, well, what do we do? Sable ambush? It's not really an ambush. I see them, but I'll take it. Bop! Hold that. Yeah, that's how YouTube is. Like, I get comments like that all the time, and I can't do anything about it. There's just infinitely many bots to do that shit. Even Moon Knight is faster than you. Darkhawk can move faster than that. This song would play when you would race against the fucking Human Torch of all people. Spider-Man and Human Torch racing through Manhattan. Like, what? Why? For what? Shit, bro. Supersonic racing. Try to keep your feet right on the ground. Bro, I had a fucking Sega Saturn. Ow! Well, shit. I had a Saturn and I knew somebody that had a Dreamcast, so that's how that worked out. Alright. Hold that. Hold that too. Fucking, I love when the camera just... Like I wasn't in the middle of doing something just now. I didn't mean to do that. Anyway. People are sipping hard for Knuckles because of Idris Elba. Knuckles is the ripe age of 16. Yeah. Well, if we're being honest, right? Sonic the Hedgehog is... Sonic the Hedgehog is the reason that furry culture became what it is. Like, you know, I'm sure you're aware of that thing you can do where you look up your name, the Hedgehog, and there's a Sonic OC out there named after you. It might be a few. Because I've tried it with all 4 of my names, and it has yielded some interesting results. I'm not going to do it here because I don't want you guys to know my full name. I could show you one. You pick my first, second, third, or fourth name. Like, not even my friends typically know my whole fucking name. Because that's doing too much. I had to turn red like that. Ba da 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 I'm gonna turn that off soon. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna make you listen to that for the full hour. Because I'm getting tired of it. But I'm trying to do this. Trinity Church. Speaking of Trinity, who's excited for The Matrix? I say to a bunch of teenagers. The Matrix and I are the exact same age. That's crazy. No! Okay. There's an Ella the Hedgehog. I guarantee you there's an Ella the Hedgehog. Most of the characters are minors, yeah. But that's the thing with drawing, bro. You can make any character any age you want to suit the needs that you have. Bro, the fucking fifth race. Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. I don't know why he runs like that. Schnitzel like I'm one of them. Imagine trying to deliver some fucking pizza while this shit is playing. And you can't swim because if you swing, you'll fuck up the pizza, so you have to run across Manhattan. I have a lot of memories of that game. Knuckles is built like a fucking refrigerator. Drew. I'm wondering if we're gonna get Supersonic in this movie, because, I mean, we have the Chaos Emeralds now. Well, a Chaos Emerald. It's fucking huge, by the way. That's a big-ass emerald. It's the size of, like, a fucking watermelon, bro. It's like, there's 7 of these things that you need. 7! Oh yeah, that's what it would sound like if you failed. I forgot about that. I missed one, apparently. Interesting. I was suspicious that I did, because I was like, I didn't see one for a while. I remember in the old Spider-Man games, you'd have to press circle to start climbing. That shit was ass. Like I'm one of them. The Master Emerald? Maybe. Ooh, I don't know if I need you, but I'm gonna find out. Ooh, I want you, I don't know if I need you, but I'm gonna find out. Let's see if this works. That's not a move I have. Eric. No, Tony. His name's Tony. Who's Eric? Wait. Oh my gosh. He died. When you best girl Amy in an end credit scene. Well, it's funny because like Amy has historically been one of my We're gonna listen to the whole OSC apparently. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. From the opening cutscene. Hell yeah, dude. Snipe hunt. I guess we'll do snipe hunt. Why not? I don't like a lot of these side missions. Bro, this OST hits so hard. It's like, for what? For what reason does it need to go this damn hard? Well, that's what I'm worried about, is I'm doing Amy right, because I don't like her. But look at the suit, bro. But that being said, I've never liked any of like the love interest types of characters in Sonic. I don't see the point, especially the princess girl from 06. I'm good. We don't need to talk too much about 06. Pop. Get ready to slumber. Nobody likes a camper. Wow, okay. Oh, man. Let's go. We need to move. Maybe if they do her right, you'll like that version of her. Because her personality depends on... Yeah. I just haven't enjoyed any of them. I mean, I thought she was okay in Boom. I barely even remember her being in Forces. I didn't play Colors Ultimate or whatever the fuck that shit was called. Which one was this? Father's Pride. Okay, yeah, this is when Eddie confronts you. Oh yeah, the Archie comics. All I know is that Sonic's busted as hell, apparently. Stealth mode activate. I'm pretty good at the stealth in this game, if I do say so myself. You go to sleep. Let's groove tonight and get you to move. It's alright, alright, alright. Yeah, but there's 12-year-olds in other stories that are like not insufferable, like Aang. I'm gonna tripwire you. Actually, here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna boom. Ooh, which one is this? Spidey training. Oh yeah. I was a monk. True. But Amy's a hedgehog. Like, she doesn't have to follow human age rules. Like, what? Like, what's 12 years? What's a 12-year-old hedgehog in human years? Like 40? Hey. Hey. Yeah. Okay. Hey. Bro, why is this music going so hard? Bro, y'all gotta track down a PS2 and a copy of this game. Not even just a PS2. This game is also on GameCube. Bitch. Yeah, hold that. Now look at you. Now look at you. You got hit with the Stormbolt discharge. Nigga, watch this. Yeah. Oh my god. Man's dead as hell. Kick. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? What happened to him? What happened to him? Where's this guy? He disappeared. Hedgehogs live to be about 5. Is there anthros? They live by human age standards? I don't know. Possibly. I'm trying to figure out where this guy went, bro. Holy shit. These dudes are still here. So what happened to the guy? I kicked him and he went at, bro. I sent him straight to heaven. He got reformed just like St. Dismas did. I remember this one. Watch this. Later. Not you. Hold that. 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 Nigga, did you start a fucking bitch? Hold on. Hold that. There we go. I don't know, man. My 12-year-old self hated himself quite a lot. That's when I was going through having to move again. I was living in a whole new place, filled with all new people at a whole new school, surrounded by people that didn't like me. Loved it. I don't even talk about school. Surrounded by people at home that didn't like me. Like, my 12-year-old self is strong as hell for still being alive. In case you ever wanted to know about how depressed I was as a tween. And not even over superficial shit. Over, like, literally, why does my dad keep dragging me from state to state, town to town, place to place, for the sake of him getting some new ass? But I'm over it. It's not affecting me anymore, so I kind of have to be over it. Hold that. That actually looks like that would hurt like a motherfucker. Getting a fucking mailbox thrown at you. This is Venom's theme song, right? Yeah, Venom feeding time. Nice. Yo, he needs a banging song just like this in the next game. Trash can. Watch this. Nope. Nope. Me, I'm the product of rock, like Shabazz, Tupac, and WAQ, Hey Doctrine, Deli Easy. Started high school when I was 12, yeah, so I had no friends, and your father's mental health was declining. This was ripped away because of the Rona. You started high school when you were 12? What great heavens? Shit, bro. Urban assault. How are you even getting information like this as it's happening? It's got to be a setup. Bitch. Ow! Bitch. Bitch. See, I knew it. Nobody. Ah! Look at you. Crumpled. Crumpled. You're not even just unconscious. You're dead. Look at your feet. Quebec Middle School is non-existent. Interesting. Aw. Peter looks like his dad. It looks like there was a fight there for me to have, but nothing was on my map, so I'm chilling. Yeah. Tried it. I'm grabbing everything except for what I want to grab. That's what's crazy about what's going on right now. It's still happening. Thank you. Now this. Bet. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bro. Ow! Ow! I honestly don't think that Noir, Penny, and Porker are gonna be back. I don't like Peter B, Miles, and Gwen were like the main characters of the movie. And then Noir, Porker, and Penny were there, you know, to be entertaining. So I don't see them coming back, especially if they're gonna be trying to add more spiders. Like, honestly, Peter B might not even come back. His story's over. Oh, yeah. Maybe Peter B will be replaced with Miguel. I'm done with this district, right? I still have one more Sable crime. Right? Yeah. Okay. Hey, Sable. Any day now. Whenever you want. What time is it? 5 o'clock? Bed. That means that I have time to finish the current season of Castlevania that I'm on before I go watch Spider-Man again. Bitch! I'm so blown away by this game and like the ability to just change suits on the fly. Because it's the same way on PS4. Boom, I'm in a new suit now. Oh, I don't like this one either. Watch this. Boom. I'm fucking Feature Foundation Spider-Man. Like, bro. Ow! Ah! Y'all niggas need to calm down. Friendly fire, holy shit. You deadass. Oh shit. That's not what I meant to do. Spidey used a Rhino beatdown. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I remember this one. What the fuck? Anyway. Alright. Yeah. Get ready to slumber. But as I was saying, like even in the Batman Arkham games, you can't change suits this fast. Like, you have to like leave the game basically and restart it. I got you. I thought so. All right. I'm sorry, I'm not interested in dealing with a kidnapping. Below my pay grade. I've pretty much done everything I really came here to do, so I might just like... You might just wrap up here. I don't know. I don't even know. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap up here. I gotta do some other stuff. But I'll catch you guys probably tomorrow when I start playing some freaking Final Fantasy 14. I almost always forget to actually turn